LegacyMaker, the All Sports Network. And now it's time for the LegacyMaker Sports Postgame Report.
Hello, everybody. Darrell on LegacyMaker Sports Network here with me, Russ Taliaferro. We are here at FedEx Field. What a game today. 41-35 overtime. The New York Football Giants prevail. And it was just a battle, man, all the way through. A good game from both sides, in my opinion. Defenses could have been a little bit better, but it was definitely an offensive show today.
I don't think anyone was really expecting defense to show up. Like maybe like one sack, one actual legit quarterback pressure in the first half, and then the Giants picked up another two in the second half, and Jones got sacked once, but like Jones just came out on fire, scoring touchdowns on the first three drives.
I mean, what a great day for Jones. The 5 touchdown passes. He looked good. He looked like the quarterback that the Giants were looking for, and that replacement for Eli Manning. He looked phenomenal today.
They were firing on all cylinders because he had almost 350 yards, 5 touchdowns. Saquon had 189 yards, I believe.
Yeah, 22 carries. He's doing his thing, yeah.
He had another 90 yards receiving. There was another receiver that had 90 yards receiving, another receiver that had 70-some-odd yards receiving. Like 4 different receivers caught the touchdowns that he threw. So it was just a really good show all around.
And, the Redskins weren't too bad themselves out there. 3 quarterbacks, technically, if you count Kevin Harmon's one pass. No. All 3 had a 100 quarterback rating. But, once Haskins went down, Haskins at one point was, I believe, 13 for 16. And he was, 10 for 10 at one point before he threw that one weird pass in the corner. But he looked great today. And then Steven Sims Jr., 2 touchdowns, 6 receptions, 64 yards. He was great. McLaurin doing what he does. This team has a lot of good potential, a lot of good young players that can make some noise down the road. I think next year, if you're a Redskins fan, you got something to smile about.
You could say that about both teams. Like it was a clean game. As much as people probably weren't looking for defense in this game, there were still no turnovers that they were like that should have been. Oh, hey, that should have been an interception except for one Daniel Jones fumble, but that was. Coach Shermer said that he's going to talk to him about that, about get what you can and slide. But other than that, it was a very clean game. So like, there's still potential on both sides, especially the core of that Redskins defense itself. They showed that they need still a little bit of work today, but me personally, am a big fan of them all going to pretty much like the same school, because that's pretty much Alabama right now.
Right.
Not Kevin Allen, Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, Collins come over in the offseason. That I'm saying this now, that will forge a strong bond on that defense. That defense just got to be more consistent. Haskins looked better. But just gotta do better. Gotta get more experience and just kind of get in the groove of playing together real.
Well, you can see that in a way, in my heart, you can tell that it's starting to come together. Both teams have some bright spots today, and that's all you want to see for teams that are going to be picking respectively as of right now 2 and 3. Maybe y'all, but
I don't know.
The Giants may have dropped down to like 5 after the day because the Dolphins won. So
the Dolphins won, but that still means that the Bengals lost, so they still got number 1.
Yeah, they locked that in today.
I almost thought that was going to be a tie. That would have helped both of us out if we had actually gotten to a tie ourselves, because they went to the overtime, same score, 35-all too, which I didn't see that coming at all. But like I know this pretty much guarantees a top 3 pick for Washington, no matter what happens next week.
Yeah, it looks like Washington will be sitting in that top 3 slot, and a lot of choices can go from there. But right now, y'all, final score.
From Ohio State.
Hey, Chase Young looking pretty good, but that's
April.
That's April, and there's still one more game left.
Yes,
before we head out here, we're going to send you to our post game with Coach Bill Callahan from the Washington Redskins. We also have a little from Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones on the Giants side. I'm Darrell Owens. This is Russ Taliaferro, LegacyMaker Sports Network. Until next time.
Really tough loss for our team. In overtime, it was well fought. I was really proud of our guys, the way they came back, fought through a lot of tough adversity. Wow, I thought we had a real opportunity there at the end. Didn't capitalize on it, unfortunately, but again, proud of our team, proud of their resiliency and their fight. A lot to be proud of.
You go 99 yards for the touchdown there. They're playing well on offense. Why no 2-point conversion?
Pardon me?
Why did you not go for the 2-point conversion?
Oh, I felt good that, we're going to go in overtime, and I just thought it was the right decision. Guys were playing hard, and I thought our defense had an opportunity to make a play, in the overtime, and unfortunately we didn't get that type of stop, obviously. But I felt confident that we could stop it and, get the ball back and score.
Is that one of those things, Bill, where you go into the game with a mindset, you can either kick an extra point to go to overtime and go for 2 to win, or 2, 3, and 11 teams in week 16 doesn't kind of factor into that at all?
Well, I just want to, give our team a chance, and just, I just really felt that, at that time, we tied it. We'll go to overtime, and I just felt that was the right decision to make for our team.
Bill, can you give us an update on Dwayne, please?
I think he has an ankle. To what degree, I'm not sure. I don't know, the variables or the factors in terms of the degree of injury, but I know that he wasn't capable of coming back and playing. So I'm sure they'll X-ray, MRI, and we'll have a little bit more of an idea of where he's at probably tomorrow for you.
Bill, what did you see from Dwayne today, and how do you think his progression has come along the last several weeks?
Gosh, I thought really well. I stated earlier this week that he's come light years from where he started in week 4 against the Giants. He was hot. I think he was 13 of 16, I believe, before he got injured. He was doing really well. He had a really good grasp of the game plan. Management of the game was great. It was just unfortunate that he got hurt when he did.
Coach Callahan, can you speak on the progression of Steven Sims, how he's progressing as a receiver as well as a returner?
Yeah, he's electrifying in a lot of ways. I just love his ability to be the slot receiver. He's got a lot of similarities to those smaller type slot receivers across the league, like Cole Beasley that I was with in Dallas, and you see the Danny Amendolas and the Julian Edelmans and players of that caliber. I think he's possibly one of those types of players as he continues to grow and get better. But he's exciting. He's dynamic, not only as a receiver, but as a returner as well.
You have an update on Morgan Moses?
Just an ankle right now. I'll know a little bit more tomorrow.
For both those guys, would you be more precautionary next week with them, Haskins and Moses, just knowing that you're not playing for the playoffs and you want to keep them healthy?
I think those guys love to play. I mean, any of these competitive players in our league, they want to play. I think if they're able to play, they'll play, and I certainly would encourage that. So we'll get a little bit more information tomorrow relative to their potential game status.
Bill, the defense once again gave up scores early in the first quarter, then obviously couldn't stop them late. I know you need to go back and look at the tape, but what do you see as the common theme as to why this defense just really has not been able to live up to expectations this year?
I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Giants. I think number 26 is a pretty good player. He proved that today, not only running the ball but catching it as well. I want to say close to 280 total offense on his own. I mean, he's a premier back. We talked about him all week long. That was the number one goal and must for our defense in this game, was to really contain 26. We didn't accomplish that, but he's a back we have for. He's a back that you have to shut down and obviously try to make him, play just play one-sided or play one way in terms of the passing game. But he did a lot of great things today. We didn't make the plays we needed to make on defense against him. We made some plays, but we weren't consistent enough throughout the duration of the game.
Bill, speaking of 26, what exactly is the biggest challenge with him? Can you detail a little bit of what exactly what was the struggle in trying to slow him down?
I think when you assess his play, we had visited earlier in the week as a media pool about what his capabilities were and what he does well. And you kind of see that start, stop, burst type fashion runs that he makes. He's got great vision. Yeah, he makes people miss. And, of course, he has a great feel for the scheme. And so when you combine all those aspects, that's one of the things that makes him a great back. And, unfortunately, we just didn't make enough plays, enough stops on him today. And to his credit, he made quite a few.
Felt good today. We had a great game plan. Coaches called it up great. DJ put it in the right positions. O-line blocked perfectly. Tight ends and wide receivers blocked perfectly too. But besides having a good game statistically wise, the only thing that matters is the win, and we found a way to do that.
What works so well in terms of Daniel's passes open up room for you, and you're being able to kind of spread the defense out for him?
I think that's kind of what they envisioned when they drafted DJ and drafted me. I think we both have the potential and the talent to play well together and open stuff up for each other. And we showed that today with the help of everyone else. And we were able to find a way to get the win.
Talk about the touchdown catch. 33-yard touchdown catch. How did you get so old?
Yeah, so it's seam. I'm reading the safeties. If it's too high, I bend it. If it's one high, I stay flat. And I guess it was like some type of cover 4. And one safety kind of took the crosser, so it kind of made it like it was not a cover 1, but a 1 high safety. And DJ did a really good job of keeping his feet in the pocket and found me right down the seam.
And the other one, the other long reception?
Screen. We ran it twice. I got to be better on the second one. Find a way to get the first down. Screen. Came, caught the ball. O-line, my O-lineman and wide receivers did a good job of blocking and freeing me. I was able to make a guy miss and sprung for a big one.
What impressed you most about Daniel in the overtime?
He was a dog. He has that mentality. When they scored, I was like, let's go. I'm going to call heads. We can get the rock. He erased it. We said we're going to go win the game. And that's the mindset that he has, and that's just the approach that he has with everything, not only football, but with his work ethic outside of football too.
Sorry, this is everything, but how bright do you think his future?
I think I've been quoted saying I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league one day.
Something about this place you like?
Well, I don't know, right? I guess. It's, every time here, we kind of play him at the end of the year, I'm getting a lot healthier. I was telling my trainer that as the season continues to go, I'm getting stronger and stronger, not only on the field but in the weight room. Kind of same thing last year, that's what you want for when we do become a playoff team. That's how you want to be, and unfortunately we will not be, but we got one more game and try to finish out strong at home.
Do you normally use the egg?
Feels good. Feels good. I think, felt fine throughout the game, and I'll, continue to stay on it and stay on top of it here going into last week.
When Saquon called heads and it came up heads, what did you say at that moment?
I knew it was a big opportunity for us. I think, the way overtime's set up, you get the ball first, that's a huge advantage. So, opportunity to go down, score, and end the game. So, we were confident we could do that, and obviously, thrilled to get the ball.
Well, Saquon said that you said something at that moment. What did you say?
I don't know. Let's go, maybe. I think. I'm not sure.
How much is a stepping stone game is this for you as you try to kind of make the next step in your career? How much is this something you can kind of go on a thorough performance like this?
I think. I think each of the games there's a lot to learn and a lot to build on. But I don't think this is any exception to that. I think we made some plays and found ways to move the ball, but there were opportunities that we weren't able to convert and things we could have done better. So I'll look at that and continue to improve like we do every game.
LegacyMaker, the All Sports Network.